I'm Deputy News Editor for The Saint, Aidan Hawker, and I'm here with Mika, who's running for Director of Events and Services. Hi.
Hello.
I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions regarding your manifesto, if that's
Okay,
all right.
sure.
So the first question is, in your manifesto you talk about a pilot scheme to tackle ticket resales. How would this go about being implemented?
So one of the things is I don't believe that we can just come up with a scheme that will automatically work the full way, the right way the first time. So like one of the ideas I had was to hold a certain number of tickets back to kind of release more tickets at face value later. So encouraging students to hold off on buying tickets at a higher price. Seeing if that works, running it one time, so that's what I mean by the pilot scheme, is just like letting that happen once, seeing how that goes, evaluating it, and then going over again. Another thing I want to work at is working with computer science and ITS and seeing if we can develop a like student-to-student like ticket resales thing. So that way students have to put their tickets on at face value on a union-approved transferred website.
Okay, so second question. In your manifesto, your campaign line is "Let's make the union actually yours."
Yes.
Now, you've been in the job for a year. Would you say you've achieved that? And if so, or if not, why not?
I think that it's a constant thing that we need to continuously be working on because obviously students change as the years go. So there's a bunch of diversity coming in each year as the university grows. There's a bunch of different people coming in, styles change, generations change, and so we need to continuously fight to make the union yours because obviously like the union does really good things, but people grow out of it. So I think that I have made progress on bringing it back to the students because, for example, I've worked on there's a request playlist in Main Bar now, and student DJs on Tuesdays are allowed to play whatever they want to play. I tell them play kind of a little bit of what you think the crowd might enjoy and a little bit of what you want to play, just so you can kind of figure out what you want to do. So I think I have made progress on making it yours, but it's definitely a longer term thing than just a one-year job.
You also talk about having successfully implemented daily events at the union. What makes Saturday events successful?
Saturdays are Sounds of Sandy's right at the moment. So it's the first time we've ever had reoccurring live music in St. Andrews. And that is a big, big thing for me because when I first came to St. Andrews, I actually did concert photography. And I came here and had literally nowhere to do that, which was the worst thing of my life. I used to go to concerts once a week. I lived a mile from a venue. And so I thought that was a big market that St. Andrews was missing out on. So it's a really cool opportunity for you to actually go see live music. It's a good opportunity for the alternative scene. And I believe that we can, continue to extend that using 601 and Beacon and other venues to kind of have the diversity going on in the building, even though Saturday nights aren't quite as big as Fridays yet. So.
That's fair. You also talk about wanting to use outdoor spaces around the union.
Yes.
Now, obviously there's practical issues involved with that. So how would you go about overcoming such practical difficulties?
Yeah. So I mentioned this before, is that it's kind of a long-term thing that we need to work on. We need to work with Fife Council, Community Relations, BID St. Andrews, the university, on a more permanent solution for outdoors. I want to kind of build a more permanent structure outside so you have more covering. You can have outdoor events and they don't have to get canceled due to weather dependencies. I've been in discussions with permanent staff about this, but obviously with getting permissions for building, it's quite a long issue. And it will not see the end this year. However, I also have been putting a lot of effort into cutting some of my budget from other events to actually put lights and things outside. Like I don't know if everyone's ever seen the flowers out there, but that was like one of the first things I ever did was putting the flowers out in Freshers Week, and somehow they're still up. Not sure how, but it's really exciting because it just adds a little bit more, and like putting the festoons out, which are the lights on all building events. So just making the union look a little bit more inviting. But I also want to work on smaller society events during the daytime in the front and possibly in the back. But we'll have to work with community relations and other groups like that before we can progress that further.
And finally, in your manifesto, you do mention a lot of policies.
Yes.
How are you going to go about prioritising them and ensuring that they're achieved?
Yeah. So something I've learned is that the summertime, the 3 months where students are gone, are kind of like your main time where you can figure out your goals and where to work, what to do. Because a lot of the rest of the year, you're working to give what you can for the Union for Societies, giving what everyone needs in all their events, because there's a ton going on in this building and a ton you have to do. So I think what I would end up doing is working over the summer to at least further or make progression plans for all of my policies, figuring out where we are with the outdoor utilization space, working with building managers for what equipment we can buy to versatile spaces, talking to ITS over the summer while they have less other student queries about getting the ticket resales and getting the room booking system fixed. But just like kind of making all those contacts over summer, so that way we can see what the plan will be throughout the year and then making a plan for the rest of the year for those.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.